Hi, my name is Melanie Green. I am the resident costume designer and costume shop manager here at the Art Center of Coastal Carolina. Today we're going to be talking about quick rigging, which is one of the magical things we do in the costume shop for our shows here at the Art Center. Quick rigging is the process of taking a standard garment and making it either very quick to get into or very quick to get out of. Most plays and musicals are written with very quick transitions between scenes or some sort of magical onstage transition, so it's very important that we can easily take garments and make the changes in and out of them very quick and very stress-free for our actors. There are a few different methods that we use when we're doing quick changes, and a few different supplies that we use to do that. One of the first ones is Velcro. So Velcro is very good for quick off costumes, costumes that need to come off the body very quickly. It's very good for rip away costumes, costumes that basically just need to fully tear away, because that also gives you this really nice ripping noise that actually sounds like cloth ripping. So as an example, you usually use Velcro in combination with underdressing. Underdressing is when you put on another costume underneath the first one. So here we have this mannequin. She is wearing a very nice turn-of-the-century gown with lots of lace and frills that completely covers the body, which is very helpful when you need to transition. However, on the back, you can see that there is a little break in the costume, and particularly in the waistband, where we have the Velcro applied. You can very quickly go back to your dresser, and they rip, and rip, and rip, and it comes off and you're in a completely different costume. There are other methods that we use. One of them is snaps. There are a few different ways of putting snaps on a garment. It functions similar to Velcro in that it pops off very quickly, but it also goes together very quickly. A great method for quick costume changes is using magnets. Magnets are particularly used for these sort of magical transitions that need to take either no time at all or need to happen in full view of the audience. Magnets are a little bit more labor intensive to install, but you can put those on very invisibly and they work super well. They want to live with each other. It means that there is literally no thought that the actor needs to put into getting in or out of that garment. So we rigged these dresses and the actresses went behind a set piece, popped the snap, and it was a seamless transition into their little rehearsal garments. Very quick, very easy, very theatrical. This dress, which was made for Legally Blonde, has the larger magnets, which also make it easier to get into because they want to cling to each other. This one has the snap at the top of the dress, and you'll see the magnets just they don't want to be separated, which is great. The actress basically walks into it. The dresser will do the snap in the back, and then if you just let the magnets get close to each other, they close, and you're in a completely new costume. A few other little tips and tricks that we do to make costumes easier for our actors. One of them is linking the costume pieces together. So this sweater has a little shirt collar underneath it. However, it's not a full shirt. You can see from the serged edge and the fact that there's a hole right here that this is just a little collar piece that we put into the sweater and it's tacked in so that it looks like there's a shirt underneath, but the actor doesn't have to worry about the different layers and doesn't have to worry about things lying smooth. Now, all of these quick rigging methods, they're all done in order for things to be easier for the actors, but we also have our dressers backstage. And so even garments that aren't specifically rigged to be quick rigs can be very easy to put on and off for our actors once they have a dresser backstage to help them. Dressers do a few things to help their actors get into clothes quick and easy. One of them is pooling garments, and when you pool garments on the floor, you basically gather them up so that you can see the ground through the leg holes of pants or skirts. And similarly, if you have a garment that fully opens down the back with the zipper, that also makes things very easy for your actor to get into and out of it. For this change, you would have the pants pooled on the floor. The dresser would likely be kneeling to help pull them up for the actor. Go right on the legs and go straight up. Very quick, very easy. When you have a shirt that you're putting on your actor, you always want to make sure that you sort of gather up the arms and really hold so that your hand is helping to guide the actor to the armholes, because the armholes are always the hardest thing for an actor to find backstage. And this would just go right up the arms. And this is normally easier when you have an actor who can actually move their arms. and won't lose their arms. This is much easier when your actor has arms that move. The dresser can turn the actor to do the zip up the back. Let's say we're going from this costume to a ball gown in a transition that occurs in no play. Skirts are much easier to pull on the ground. They spread out much better than pants do. So if you put that down on the ground so that you have a hole for the actor to step into, you would prep the bodice already, making sure that it's fully unzipped and ready to go on your actor. The dresser would unzip it, get it off very quickly. You can leave the pants on and just pull the skirt up. The actor would step into the skirt, which helps. And ideally for this change, you would have two dressers. Similarly to the first one, you want to make sure that you're holding it by the armholes. And with a quick zip up the back, your actor is suddenly in a completely new costume. Those are just a few of the methods you can use to make your changes backstage easier and quicker for your actors and make magical effects on stage. Thank you all for joining me today. If you would like to see more videos about backstage magic here at the Art Center of Coastal Carolina, you can subscribe to our YouTube page, and I hope to see you again.